Nine Flames Sovereign Chapter 55, Give In. Once Han Feng enters the late stage of the fan stage, condensing the true energy of the fire attribute, Fan Hua will directly rise to the middle grade. Stepped into the human level, the two mortal fires condensed, and it was able to directly enter the ranks of the high-grade mortal fire. Even if the nine flames in different fire art is extraordinary, if you want to raise the mortal fire to the highest grade, you still need the fire attribute spirit thing, and finally break through the second layer, generating a fire beyond the highest grade mortal fire. Two palms, one is covered with raging red flames, and the other is white. Crashed. The flame on Han Feng's palm was continuously frozen by the ice gas, and then was broken by the flame later. The red flame constantly changes between red and red-blue. And Chang Wenhua's palm, even if it was wrapped in ice, gradually showed signs of being burned. In the end, it was still Han Feng's red-colored Fan Hua even better. Chang Wenhua's condensed ice energy is just a simple ice attribute true energy, which is essentially different from the ice energy generated after entering the human level. Is like fire attribute innocent energy and common fire, it is a qualitative difference. If the strength of Wenhua's inner strength is much better than Han Feng, the previous palm is enough to melt Chang Wenhua's palm. Boom! A huge impact was blasted from the palms of the two to the surroundings. The two back again and again. Han Feng backed a dozen steps, but Chang Wenhua backed more than 20 steps. Han Feng stopped his body, the fire circulated in his body, and soon the ice chi in his palm was released. And no matter how Chang Wenhua stimulates the ice attribute Jinchi in his body, he can't make the burned parts return to normal. Han Ro on the side of spit out another mouthful of blood, which made him feel much better. Looking up at Han Feng and Chang Wenhua, Han Ro couldn't hide the shock in her eyes. Never mind Chang Wenhua, after all, more than half of his internal energy has been condensed into attribute Jinchi, but what cultivation is Han Feng? That is the middle stage of the mortal rank, and even the mortal fire that can be produced by the human rank is mastered. For the first time, Han Ro admitted in her heart that she is not as good as Han Feng. Chang Wenhua looked savage. No wonder I can kill the fourth brother, I really have the ability. Han Feng just looked at Chang Wenhua blankly. At this moment, Chang Wenhua had a retreat. Chang Wenhua knew that Han Feng had a common fire. Even if the difference in internal strength between the two was quite huge, it was enough to make Han Feng and him on the same level. Even killed him. Before encountering Han Feng, this was something Chang Wenhua had never thought of. Throughout the family trials, being able to get through the 6 main veins is considered to be at the pinnacle, and it is even rarer to get through the 7 main veins. Chang Wenhua thought that he had entered the late stage of the ordinary stage and swallowed a lot of 3rd and 4th level medicines to condense more than half of the internal strength cultivation into the attribute Jinchi. No one in the entire family trial was his opponent. He participated in the family trial. People, no matter who they are lambs to be slaughtered. The appearance of Han Feng completely shattered Chang Wenhua's dream. Chang Wenhua looked at Han Feng vigilantly, and said softly, Han Feng, our two strengths are equal. If we lose both here, we will only make others cheaper. Don't forget, the distance trial is over. One day. Why don't we take a step back, you take Han Ro and I will leave. The Xianming sect will send people to our people's mid-city to test our generation in half a year. How will we compete again then? Han Feng did not let go. If you want to be beautiful, if you want to leave, at least keep the token you got. A trace of anger flashed across Chang Wenhua's face. Han Feng, don't have too much appetite. Give him all the tokens, what a joke, doesn't it mean that his 2 days of hard work are useless? Han Feng condensed a basketball-sized red fireball in his hands, and said coldly, although you have condensed the attribute Qi, after all, you have not entered the human level. It is completely incomparable with the ice energy of the human level, and you can't let the ice gas out of your body. Long-range attack. But I have already condensed the mortal fire and can attack from a distance. You think the two of us are comparable, but I think I can kill you completely. Chang Wenhua's face turned white. Indeed, his ice attributes are still different from that of ice. Gritted his teeth, Chang Wenhua gave in, only handing over half of the tokens. Han Feng also agreed. Finally, Chang Wenhua handed Han Feng 30 tokens. Han Feng frowned, and suddenly threw the fireball in his hand. Chang Wenhua waved his hand to resist. Boom! Chang Wenhua's face was ashamed of being blown up, and he vomited a mouthful of blood. Chang Wenhua yelled, Han Feng, how can you not be creditworthy, and make me anxious, it's a big deal. Han Feng said coldly, Chang Wenhua, don't treat me as a fool. With your cultivation and dominance, could you only get 60 tokens in 2 days? Chang Wenhua's face was blue and white, and he took out more than 30 yuan and gave it to Han Feng. This time is half of the truth, the last day of struggle was the fiercest, and I only got more than 120 yuan in these 2 days. Chang Wenhua said in a bad mood. If you are no longer satisfied, I don't mind playing with you again. Chang Wenhua has already made an attack. This time, Han Feng didn't say anything. You go, I promised the appointment in half a year. Han Feng had already learned from the senior family members that if they wanted to resist the mysterious power behind the Chang family, the Han family and the Han family would also have to take up a mysterious power. The Xianming sect was a good choice. After half a year, Han Feng said he would not give up. Han Feng at this time didn't know that the power behind the Chang family was Xianming's own. After Chang Wenhua left, Han Rou looked at Han Feng with complicated eyes for a long while, and whispered, Thank you, I have noted this life-saving grace. Han Feng smiled heartily, it's all a family, so you don't have to be like this. Hearing this, Han Rou was startled, her stiff face softened a lot. Yes, we are a family, Brother Feng. We will work hard to protect the Han family in the future. With a word of Brother Feng, Han Rou completely admitted Han Feng. At this time, Han Feng suddenly said in a deep voice, Sister Rou, let's go. Han Rou didn't know why Han Feng's expression would become dignified, but she also knew that things were not easy, so she immediately followed Han Feng and left. On the way, Han Feng finally explained the reason, Sister Rou, don't look at my Fanhua, but Fanhua is a flame that can only be used by human-level strong people. I am only in the middle of the fan level, and I don't even have the peak of the middle level. Achieve, how can the consumption of ordinary fire be average? To be honest, using Fanhua, my attack power has surpassed Chang Wenhua, but I can only use it twice now. 2 times are not enough to kill Chang Wenhua. Once Fanhua is gone, I will use Chang Wenhua's inner strength cultivation, killing us too extremely relaxed. Chang Wenhua is not an idiot, and it won't take long for him to react. Han Rou realized that the matter was serious and immediately accelerated.